Hey, John Rhys, how are you?
Fantastic. Fantastic.
So, for a first game out, I know you waited so long for this moment. How would you evaluate your performance?
My performance? Did some good, did some bad. Got to clean up turnovers, right? That's the big thing that kind of sticks out to me. But coach told me once, you're never as good as you thought you were on film, and you're never as bad as you thought you were on film. And so, gonna look at the film, gonna learn from it. But did some good, did some bad. The turnovers stick out in my mind, and got to get those fixed.
John Rhys, you had a couple runs in the first half. There was a one where you took off and kind of jumped up in the air. Gus just said a little bit ago, at some point he's gonna have to tackle you. Those kind of things.
Yeah.
What is it kind of in your mindset when you take off running? Does that kind of go creep in the back of your mind that you have to maybe slack once in a while?
Yeah, something that I've been working on, trying to protect myself a little better, but didn't necessarily do a great job of it tonight. Find myself sometimes just getting into competitor mode and just playing ball, and but yeah, something I'm still working on. I'm still trying to get better at, and something I need to do more.
All right, what are some things that you feel like you can do as far as just, eliminating those turnovers? I mean, I know you're a competitor, but, what is it that you feel like you can do is going into it and say, hey, maybe not make that play, maybe throw it away, maybe eat it. Is it decision making? Is it just the competitiveness in you?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes, you get a little greedy, back there, but then other times you got to know when it's a dead play and when to throw it away, and other times it's just ball placement, right? You just got to throw a better ball, chalk it up to what it is, and that's big, right? I touch the ball every single play. I've got to be, super ultra aware of protecting the football, and so looking to get better at that. Looking at the film this week and clean that up going into the next week.
What do you like most about what you did tonight?
I mean, we had a lot of guys do a lot of really, really good things, and for me, it was super exciting to watch them put it on display. Xavier Townsend was the first guy that popped in my mind. Man, he's a workhorse, man. He's worked and worked and worked and worked, and to see it pay off for him, to see him be able to make the plays that he made tonight, man, it's awesome. I mean, it's hard not to smile because I know how much he worked and how hard he worked. Not saying that everybody didn't work, but he's the guy that sticks out in my mind that I'm really happy for tonight. And then R.J. Harvey and Johnny Richardson, no surprise, really big playmakers, right? Our offensive line having a big night, and of course Javon doing his deal as well. And so really, really excited to see a bunch of different guys make plays, and so that's always exciting to see.
Kind of building on with Xavier on there, John, you mentioned, him having a big night tonight. Is that something you had seen all throughout camp that, unveiled to us here tonight? And kind of what's been part of this learning process that you've seen?
Who's that, Javon or Xavier?
Xavier Townsend.
Xavier, oh yeah, Xavier, he's just coming out of high school, he played running back, right? And he's continuing to learn to get better at playing receiver, and man, he's good. And it's scary because he hadn't been doing it for too long, right? And so you can kind of, since being here, you sit back and you watch, hey, from when I first got here to right now, he's a completely different player. Unbelievable. And I think for me, it's, playing quarterback, it's always really, really big to have trust in receivers, right? And so he's definitely one of the guys that I trust, and it's hard not to trust those guys when they go and make plays for you. And so I'm really, really happy for him.
You mentioned you put a lot of emphasis in the offseason just trying to be patient with the pocket and going through your progressions. Do you feel like you did that tonight and just checking your different options?
Yeah, did obviously haven't looked at the film yet, but I think in some scenarios I did well, and some others that we got to get corrected. And Coach Henshaw and Coach Malzahn will help me do that. And then other times it's good to get out. It's good to maybe extend a play that it's breaking down and make something happen. And so again, haven't watched the film, but excited to look at the corrections.
This is the most amount of touches that Johnny Richardson's had since last September. So with that in mind, how does the offense kind of work a bit more differently or work efficiently with him out there? What's maybe the biggest changeover?
Johnny is super explosive, and that's the only way to put it. And when you give Johnny the ball, you never really know what's going to happen, right? It could be a broken play that, man, this shouldn't be anything good, and all of a sudden Johnny takes it for 40 to the house, right? And so he kind of keeps you on your toes, right? He's one of those guys that, man, just get zero the ball and just see what he can do. And man, it's good to have him on the nights for sure.
The 5 different running backs make significant plays. What's that mean to you as a quarterback, having that running back room there for you?
Yeah, that was kind of expected, right? I mean, I think last week I kind of voiced that to y'all that, man, we got a really, really good running back room, and everybody's explosive. And so when you got a room full of backs that are all explosive, it makes it easy on me, right? On RPOs and shots, knowing that, hey, man, if it's not there, just get it to RJ, get it to Johnny, get it to Bo, right? Get it to Jordan, and they'll make something happen. And so it's almost like a comfort blanket. Like, man, if it all goes bad, find your back. And they're super, super fun to watch with the ball in their hand.
Two more here.
Rhys, can you talk about the confidence you have going into this season, knowing there's no quarterback controversy? This is actually your team. Like, how does that feel when you run out that tunnel knowing, like, these are my guys that are playing for me?
I mean, confidence for me has never really been an issue, right? I know that kind of sounded kind of weird, but I mean, I don't want to sound like that, but it hasn't really been an issue for me since growing up. But it's something. There's something to say for, hey, man, these guys got my back and I got their back, and there is something to say about that, and it is really, really cool to watch guys make plays and be fired up, and your teammates be super fired up for you as well. And it's, again, fun to watch and fun to be in.
So much was made about this team making a statement at home in the season opener in the Big 12. I guess when you look at this game tonight, how does a win like this propel this group forward, knowing you're going on the road next week for the first time?
Yeah, we know that again, we've done good and bad in this game. I think we showed a little bit how explosive that we can be, how good that we can be on both sides of the ball. Let some players put on display what they've been working on all offseason. But with a win like this, it propels you, right? But at the end of the day, we know as a team, to be great, it takes one day at a time. And so we're going to enjoy tonight, and we're going to have fun tonight and really celebrate it. We're just dancing around in there, acting like fools in the locker room, having fun. But we know moving forward, it's day to day, right? You got to get better every day, and so that's what we're looking forward to do.
That's great.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. God bless.